The search for who authorities believe was a missing boy has now ended. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. There is, however, no sign of that boy in Calumet County.
In fact, no one has even reported a child missing. Now, earlier today, divers searched a retention pond in the town of Harrison after a boy was seen parking a bike and walking near the water. But the search came up empty. Fox 11's Robert Hornacek has our details.
Rescue crews descended upon this quiet neighborhood in the town of Harrison Tuesday after a report of a possible missing boy.
I was just doing work around the house, saw this bicycle pull up by the pond with the kid on it.
James Herman said the 12 or 13-year-old boy parked the bike and walked down to the pond. An hour later, the bike was still there, but the boy was gone.
You know, this is a place for people like to gather and do a little fishing with the kids. So, but yet it's a hazardous area also with the ponds. And like I said, too, kids like to crawl in the sewers, and you never know if they went in there or not.
So Herman called police. Deputies arrived and went door to door to find the boy, but had no luck. Search dogs also tried to pick up the boy's scent, but found nothing. A dive team was also called in to search the pond. Divers from Fond du Lac County scoured the murky water for about 2 hours before the search was called off.
Fortunate enough, we were not able to find a body in the pond. We're glad about that.
Calumet County Sheriff Jerry Poggle says even though the department still does not know whether a boy was or is actually missing, he says the response was necessary.
Yes, it might have been an overkill as far as people are concerned, but when you're on this side of the fence, you try to do everything to ensure that all bases are covered, and I felt that we had to do this.
James Herman says he was impressed by the response.
I was just looking out to make sure that we didn't have a serious problem.
While the search turned up nothing, the Sheriff's Department would still like to know who owns the bike that was found on the side of the road, because they'd like to make sure there's still not a missing child. In the town of Harrison, Robert Hornacek, Fox 11 News.
If you know who owns the bike found near the pond or who is riding it, you're asked to call the Calumet County Sheriff's Department.